Hey Carp Geeks, something completely different. I'm fishing a brand new venue. I'm fishing blind essentially. So I literally threw a 30-mile radius circle around where I live, looked for new patches of water in that radius, and just came to one I've never seen before. So I'm here at Hibernia Park. It's in New Lenox, Illinois. Gonna give it a shot. So I'm gonna talk you through what I do, why I do it, and hopefully we'll catch something. All right, let's get started. All right, so here we are at the venue. It's interesting, it's probably about 3 acres, I'm guessing. It's kind of an L-shaped pond. Looks good, not super dense with weed. Good indicator there might be some carp in here, maybe some other larger fish. But the bottom line is, when I arrived, and kind of here's the scoop, the wind's blowing into this bank. Okay, so you know, the good rule of thumb is fish with the wind in your face if it's reasonably warm. It's in the 70s today. Nice warm weather. So yep, I'm going to set up here with the wind in my face, and I'll probably, you know, do a long line and a short line, see what we get. All right, let's get going. All right, so I'm at the swim and I've got pretty much set up. I don't know if you can see behind me there, maybe I'll switch to a better view in a second. But my gear is specifically chosen for kind of a scouting mission. So let's actually take a quick look at that. Okay, so here's the swim. I've gone with the rod pod because frankly I didn't know if the ground would be rocky or grass as in this case, which is nice. But anyway, here we are. Okay, so it's actually a nice bank. 2 rods. Sometimes there's a 2-rod limit. This pond, I checked, the signage does not have a 2-rod limit, so we're good there. But next time, should I come again, maybe I'll bring 3. Look around a little bit. So I'm traveling light. It's just a scouting mission. You know, just threw it all on a small barrow, just a chair, simple bait bag, very small amount of gear. I'm going to fish method feeder, I'll explain that later. Actually, whilst I've been setting up, a couple of anglers have arrived. Okay, so there's a guy fishing off the dock for bass, and it looks like a catfish angler in the background with 2 rods. So target species, maybe catfish today, hopefully be a carp or 2 in here as well. We'll see. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so I have no clue how deep the venue is. So luckily I've got an old deeper here. I'm going to throw it in, see what pops up on the screen. Okay. All right, 5.2 feet. Okay, it's flipping around a little bit. I'm going to reel it in nice and slow. The bottom seems reasonably firm according to this with limited weed. Okay, my guess would be firm clay or mud. Okay, we're seeing a slight shallowing. It seems like it's a bowl. So started at 5 feet, we're now around 4, and we're about halfway in. Starting to shallow up, 3.6. That's pole length, that's 11 meters, that's 3.6. That's not bad, it might be fishable by the pole if we ever come back. And we're approaching the bank. And here we are under the rod tip. So it's 3 foot in the margin. That's not 2.5 feet. 2.5 feet in the margin, not bad, right? Okay. So hopefully you saw that. So the deeper showed me it's between 3.5 and 5 feet in the fishing range. I'll drop one short in about 3.5, 4 foot of water, one out deeper about 5. Typically you'll see catfish in deeper water during the daytime. Maybe with the wind blowing in, we'll catch hopefully maybe some carp on the short one. Still not 100% on the bottom texture. What's the substrate doing? So on my other rod, before I set it up for fishing, just got a feature finder lead. I'm going to throw it out, see what kind of indications I get. All right, let's go. All right, so that's pretty much where I cast the deeper. I'll let you guys see the rod tip. So I'll bring it, oh, it's quite smooth, little lock there, little lock. Oh, it's locked, yeah. Oh, there's something out there. Oh, now it's getting better. So I'm getting a smooth pull. I think it must have dug in, right, on the cast. So now I'm getting a smooth pull back. It's slightly clingy, so my initial interpretation from the deeper, which was nice, there's no rattles, that's not gravel. It is smooth with the occasional bump. So I'm thinking firmish clay with a light, perhaps weed coating. When I look in the margins, that's exactly what I see. So yeah, makes sense. All right. So yeah, so this is pretty much presentable. Don't seem to be any real features out there, so it's a case of making your own feature with some bait. So let's try that. All right, so I made up my usual 2mm micros. Add a little bit of pineapple flavor to them just to give them a little bit more kick. Okay. Now the plan is I'm going to put 2 medium-sized feederfuls out at about 30 yards, and then closer about 15 yards. So I do a short range rig on the right, longer range on the left, and I'm going to put 2 feederfuls out just to get the fish kind of interested. So let's get doing that. All right, there's the feeder. There it is. Actually, that's kind of large. So I'm probably going to put out just the 1 and then top it up frequently with method feeders. So my target on the left is kind of an affluent neighborhood. Everyone's got a swimming pool almost. There's a nice backyard swimming pool on my left I can aim at, and there's one on the right. So less swimming pool, long range. Perfecto. Let it hit the bottom. Don't know if you can see that, I've got the line marked with a little piece of nail polish there. I can scrape that off later. I've clipped it up to 30 yards. You didn't see that, I did that off camera. All right, so just let it sit for a second, give it a strike. Okay, those pellets are now on the bottom, 30 or so yards out, in line with that swimming pool. So that's that one. Take that off. Switch rods. Okay. This one, still clipped up to the short range. There it is. Swap the lead out. Okay, pellet bomb number 2. That's good. Right swimming pool. Shorter range this one. There we go. A little bit to the right, but it's short range, so it won't be far off. Okay. That one is again marked with nail polish, but like I use brown nail polish to distinguish between the 2 rods. So brown's on the right, red's on the left. Strike it off. Okay, so we've got some bait in. Can now leisurely set up my method feeders. Okay. All right, there it is. There is the method feeder. Same rig, both rods. It's a 10mm wafter on a flatbed method feeder. It's going to go hopefully over the loose feed. All right. Perfecto. More distant, left-hand rod about to go. All right, first bite. It's been about An hour and a half, it's a bluegill. A bluegill on a pineapple wafter. Alright. Not the target species, but something. Alright, so I just had a mid-sized bluegill on a 10mm wafter. So that's one of the rare times I've caught a bluegill actually on a wafter. That kind of explains, I've had lots of light little taps. I thought it was wind, but I think it was just the bluegills knocking the feeder around. So yeah, so far, venue report, nothing much going on. I've been about an hour and a half here, just little taps from bluegills. Maybe there's some fish in here, bigger than that, maybe not, I don't know. I'll keep fishing, see what we can do. Alright, fish number 2. A little larger. What is it? It's a small catfish. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a bullhead. A nice one, actually. There we go. Alright, so bluegill on the short line, catfish on the long line, and I've been fishing about 2 hours, okay, just under 2 hours. So I'm starting to get fish, but they're small. So we'll keep going. I'm curious to see what we get next. That woke me up. Yeah, seems rather convinced that it's small fish in here. We'll persevere, see what happens. Alright, so that's pretty interesting. I got bit off, essentially, had a hook length snap. Not sure why. Catfish do have some kind of grasping pads, and sometimes when the hook length goes against those, it does snap, so maybe it was a catfish. Another interesting thing, the number of little bleeps has significantly diminished over the last hour, so maybe the small bluegills are being pushed out by larger fish, we'll see. That's a bite. Oh, came off again. Oh no, what a nightmare. Oh, again the hook has snapped. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, it's one of those days. One of those days. Oh, that's a proper bite. Oh yeah. Now I've got one. It's 6:30 and the fish is starting to come on. I just lost one on the right rod, the close rod, and I got a nicer fish on the long rod. Yeah, it's a nicer fish. Let's see what it is. little catfish, like a, oh yeah, they can drag. Yeah, it's a nicer fish. Took a while, but you know. The usual malarkey, right? Oh, it's proper. It's a proper fish. All right. First class, look like a carp. Yeah.
Wait, you have fish on?
Yeah.
Is it a catfish?
Looks like a carp. Actually, it is a catfish. You're right. Yeah. Big catfish.
That's a big one. That might be the biggest one too.
There it is. Yeah, it's probably a 10-pound catfish.
Yeah, is that a blue catfish? Yeah. Nice one.
Oh my, look at this. Looking at it from another angler. She's making a video. There it is. That's probably about a 6-pound catfish. There we go. Oh, worth the trip. 6-pound catfish, not so bad. All right.
Hey, look at the catfish he caught. Oh, wow. Hey, Blake, he caught a big catfish. Yeah. Like a big catfish?
Yeah. It always feels better when you catch one, right? Get the kids something to look at. That was good. All right. That is the hook from another angler I pulled out of the catfish. I don't know.
Hey, told me. So I heard you caught that catfish.
I did.
Nice. Can I be in your video?
You're in it right now.
Wait, can I be in your video? Hey there. My name's Jackson. Hello. Bro, they're blocking the road.
Hi.
Hello. Support this YouTube. Shut up. I'm gonna sub to your Mine says Carp Geek TV.
Thanks, guys. There you go. Kids love YouTube. All right, so I'm going to call it a night. It's nearly 7 p.m. Well, pretty interesting. Hibernia Park, very nicely appointed. Obviously very busy park too. At one point there were 17 kids running around and it was great. A lot of them were fishing, which was good. Nice to see these days at least. And they were very, very nice and enthusiastic when I caught that catfish, as you can probably see in the video. So yeah, take home message about this place. It's probably stocked with catfish, right? So I did get bit off a couple of times, and that's indicative of a catfish on this particular rig with the nylon hook length. So yeah, I think plenty of catfish in here, bluegills, and you know, there are bass anglers around, so bass too. Not any carp, I don't think. Maybe not. If you're a person who's fished here before, leave a comment in the leave a comment leave a comment, let us know if you've ever caught any carp out here. But it looks like it's more of a kind of a bass, catfish, bluegill kind of venue, which is kind of typical of the suburbs. All right, so you know, not bad. I enjoyed my day, and it's time to go home. See you guys next time.